I am doing well. We had a rough start here in Los Angeles this year with all our wildfires but everything is good.
That's
Everything's
good.
great.
Yeah. How have you handled the
Yeah.
fires? Has it been a difficult time, like on a deeper subject, or would you rather not talk about it? Did it affect you a lot? Um,
Um, I had friends who unfortunately lost their homes, but I live in um like a mall. I live in what's called the Americana, and it's in Glendale, and it's mostly concrete here. And so we were okay. We were far enough away from the hills that it was just a lot of smoke,
mm,
but
mm.
it's okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Well, it's good that you was in the safe spot of the area. So yeah, yeah. It's nice to know that you were like sort of clear from it because it was spreading pretty fast, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
two different areas. So over on the west by the beach, and then up here in the hills by Pasadena, and so it was very scary. Yeah.
Mm. What's the air like out there now? Is it sort of cleared up a bit now, or is it a bit? Can you still sort of smell it,
It's
the
it's
after
good
effects?
now. The fires are all out and now they're trying to rebuild. So the air is okay.
Okay, that's good to
Yeah,
know. Wow, I
thanks.
mean, yeah, it's challenging times, but we're here today to talk about Cyberpunk. I mean, how did that role come about for you? What was the process? Like the story of the audition? There's always more to it than just an audition, so I always like to go sort of in detail on how that came to you and that role appeared.
It was traditional the way my agent sent me the breakdown. I submitted an audition. I can't remember if we had a callback. We may have had a callback audition, but then I just got the notification, to check my availability. And it's been a fun process. It was several sessions, and I did Wakako, and then I also did some incidental characters.
Okay.
And
So there was
yeah,
other voices within the game as well that you voiced for?
yes. The
Okay.
one that took off, I don't know why. Um, they call her the shrimp lady. She's like they've done a bunch of memes and artwork on her in
Okay.
on Tumblr. Um, I think her real name is like Marla,
Okay.
but
Was it credited like was it credited under your name or is it not sort of really in the game? Like is it announced as you that voiced it? Um,
it
just out of
it
interest.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out there. My
Okay.
name.
I don't know why I didn't see that one. I didn't pick up on that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
funny.
yeah, I really liked your Wakako character, so I was mainly focused on that when you were dishing out all the missions and keeping us
Yes.
challenged in the game.
Yeah, Wakako is my main character. So
Yeah.
that yeah, she's a lot of fun, and I also got to do her voice in the anime
Mm.
Edge Runners.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, that was fun too.
Did you put any of your own personality into the character for Cyberpunk, Wakako specifically?
I think I was channeling my grandmother, my
Okay.
Obachan from Japan. Um,
Oh wow.
uh,
Okay.
I had more of her um essence, I think, in her accent. And then I just made her a little more like my grandmother was so cute. So of course Wakako is not really cute. She's
On the scary
scary.
side, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to channel
Yeah.
my villain, inner
Wow.
villain.
Was all that new to you, being a villain? Or was it sort of like a new sort of personality to portray, or have you always sort of,
Um,
yeah.
Another version, like I've done good villains, like when I was younger, I did a lot of stage work, and I portrayed some characters that were more villainous, I guess. They had more edge to them, and this was a more recent iteration.
Mm,
As we go through life. we get more layers to our real self, peeling away the onion. So this was a chance to do another version of her.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of different things you can put towards the character, so it was really good. Are
Thank you.
you originally from Japan as well, or was you raised in Los Angeles? What's your sort of backstory on that?
Yeah, my I have like two whole different sides. So
Wow.
I used to always call myself Eurasian. Not a lot of people use that term these days. But my mother's side, my grandparents both came from Hiroshima
Mm,
and then went to Hawaii. My mom was born in Hawaii. So I have the Hawaiian roots and the Japanese. And then my father's side is like third and fifth generation from Europe. So
mm,
we have, and Canada. So we have like my grandfather was from Montreal, Quebec area. So we have Canada and Ireland and Scotland. And I love that side because we have a castle in Scotland. It's
yeah.
ruinous, but it's still like a cool castle in the southwest of Scotland. And
Okay.
then my on the maternal side, on my father's mother's side, they're all from like England. So I
Mm.
have the east and the west.
Wow. Wow. Do you visit Scotland much? Do you come down this sort of
I
way? Yeah.
did. Yeah, I did. I've gone 3 times. I
Yeah.
went to they have an annual clan gathering
Okay.
and I did a little video. You can find my video out there on YouTube and Vimeo and got to see it a few times, got to meet distant relatives. And yeah, it's beautiful, a beautiful
Wow.
area.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I need to go more into Ireland too. I only
Mm.
got to see like Belfast for a couple days.
Yeah. Oh wow. How often are you in Japan? And does it vary?
I went I think 2016 was the last time I went because then,
Wow.
we had the pandemic and
Yeah.
everything. So I'm due for another trip.
Mm. Okay.
There's so much to see there. I only got to see parts of Tokyo and
Mm.
I do a martial art, Bujinkan Ninjutsu. So I
Oh
went
wow.
that area um to go to the dojo and then around Tokyo. And then I went to Hiroshima to see the area where my ancestors were from. And then
Okay.
I went to Kyoto. So
Yeah.
I still haven't seen like the north and yeah, there's a lot
Wow.
to see.
Well, Tokyo is on my bucket list still. I still need to achieve that. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you'll love it.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I know it's a video game, but what's your thoughts on it portraying the Japanese culture?
I thought it was fun and they let me for my character, they really gave me a lot of creative freedom to create her.
Okay.
And I haven't made it to all the levels to see the other characters.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. I mean, there were some stereotypes, but I think that they weren't like offensive. They were funny,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I just was happy that to have a character that's being portrayed, it's really hard here to get like really good characters on screen. I
Mm.
do a lot of on screen television and film acting, and I find that when I'm doing voice, there's so much more opportunities to have really well-rounded characters, and so it's enjoyable.
Yeah. No, I'm sure. I mean, what creative input specifically did you put into it? As you mentioned that you were sort of like creative towards your character.
Well, I had my own backstory, and based on what they had written and given me, I just peppered in like my family, like I said, I had the essence of my grandmother,
Yeah. Yeah.
had so the rhythm of her speech, the type of accent I wanted to give her, um, her, the way addressed people. And it was a lot. I mean, I really got to bring a lot to Wakako
Mm.
and creating her.
Yeah, I mean, you're her, so I guess it was almost everything that you put into her
Yeah,
in reality. Um,
yeah.
how do you personally see Wakako as a character yourself?
Well, she's a fixer.
Yeah, yeah.
I think she gets the job done. She's very mysterious. We don't know what happened to her husbands.
Mm,
But I think what I like is she's strong and she knows what she has to do and she doesn't mess around, you
yeah,
know?
she's very serious.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she's a strong character. I think it would be fun, should they do more with her. Um, that she's got a sense of humor too, and that doesn't really come out. Um, but she's got like a wicked sense of humor and, other dimensions to her. So it would be fun to
Mm,
fill her out a bit more.
yeah, yeah. So there's quite a few things that you still sort of wanted to change as well. It sounds like.
Or just add. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Did you have to put much voice input into her? Or do you think she sounds exactly like you? Did you have to change much of an accent?
Well, I lowered my voice, for Wakako, she's right here.
Mm,
And and I gave her that accent and it was yeah, it was my own creation of mixing like rhythm and flavor to her. I wanted her to have a very not ominous, but just a very distinct character and gravitas.
okay. Okay. It's interesting. It's amazing how we have all of our own ideas that we can put into it, really. Um, but what was the recording process like for you? Was it challenging? Was it quite straightforward? Was there a lot of scripts to read?
We did have lots of scripts and lines, but it was very fun. It was very fun, creative process, collaborative.
Yeah.
Um, I worked with the team on Zoom and then the team, in person. So we recorded in LA, um, but we had our director in Europe. And so they have a great facility in Los Angeles. And yeah, it was really enjoyable.
I'm sure. Did you get to meet any of the other cast while you were talking about the Zoom calls? Like you were meeting some of the creative people behind the game. Did you get to meet any of the other actors? Um, yeah,
Not while recording, because it's a solo thing.
yeah.
We go into the booth on our own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only time we do group recording is usually for animation when we
Mm,
have group scenes. But for the games, usually we're alone. Um, I believe my first session actually was during the pandemic. So actually, I was recording here from my home studio. And so that was interesting. So we started with me completely offsite.
okay.
And then once we got all the protocols together, with masks and everything, then we started going back into the studios. And I didn't get to meet any of the cast members during recording. It was more like afterwards networking, events and stuff, that I actually met
Mm,
some of the other characters, the other actors, and yeah, it's kind of a isolated situation when
yeah,
you're recording,
yeah, yeah.
and until
Especially
you
through
get to
the. Okay.
do, oh, sorry, go
No,
ahead.
you go ahead. No, it's okay.
I was saying until you like get to do a convention or something
Mm,
where you're together, then you go, oh,
okay.
hey, so good to see you,
Yeah.
I heard you. You sounded great.
Okay.
But
Is there many was there many conventions that you did attend to? Just out of curiosity.
no, because of the pandemic.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I
So,
thought there might have been some after, or you know. Mm,
yeah, no, there was just one charity event. And then, yeah, there hasn't really been events for
mm.
it.
What?
I'd like to. That would be really fun.
Yeah. No, of course. What characters would you have liked to had more sort of communication with in the game? Who would you have liked to work with more?
Oh, Johnny, of course. I would
Okay.
love to
Yeah.
work with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Um, I, yeah, I mean, I was working mostly with the V's, right?
Yeah.
The male and female V. Um, yeah, probably Johnny. It's like the main one.
Mm,
Um, and then my incidentals got to work with a lot of the of V and um but my characters were really on their own because Wakako in her office and giving out, and then she was also on the screen, right?
mm,
Giving out instructions and
yeah.
things. She really didn't interface with much with any other characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Was there any of the missions or, content that you didn't approve of when you were, yeah, when you were reading the script and, directing
No, because
the,
everything is NDA. Like
yeah,
even when you're recording, you really don't know what the rest of the game
yeah,
is or storyline. So I, yeah, my parts were so isolated. It was all fine, and it's all
okay.
fun and games. So
Yeah, yeah, no, of
yeah,
course. Okay.
no problem.
Was there any content for your character that didn't make it into the final cut or the final game? Was there quite a lot that they missed out?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Have
Honestly,
you
I
played the
haven't
game?
beat
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh,
beaten
okay.
the whole game, so
Yeah.
I'm not very good. I used to love playing the arcade Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
but that's like, that's the big box, and you're
Mm,
like there
mm.
with the joysticks and stuff. Using the
I'd love to see you playing a
PlayStation.
Xbox or yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out,
Mm,
which buttons and which things to do. So I've definitely picked all of V's clothes and hair and all
mm,
that stuff and like gone to the first level of the mission. And I need some lessons. I'm not very good at
mm.
it.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
I haven't met all the other characters in the game
Mm, wow.
to
What was it?
know if they cut my lines or not.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, just might have been some kind of script you read that you didn't see in there. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there was, maybe there wasn't. Who knows? What motivated you to sort of keep going with voice recording? Because it can be quite challenging to sort of record another voice, can't it? I mean, I'm sure it can be um, a very ongoing, long process to get that character finished, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, by the time, I mean from when you're recording until it comes out is a long time. Um and so sometimes I don't hear about it till like 2 years later. And then it's
Mm,
like, okay, now you can talk about it. It's out. Um, so all that time you just kind of go, okay, I did that. And, we're under NDA, so we can't talk about anything specific anyway.
mm,
Um, but, voice acting is so much fun.
mm,
It's really a chance to play so many characters that, on screen you're limited, right? To whatever the look is that they want. And with the voice work, there's just so much, like especially with animation and games, like we're in different
yeah,
worlds. Sometimes you're human, sometimes you're not, sometimes you're an alien,
yeah,
sometimes you're an animal. And so I think it just keeps like that creative sandbox that you get to play in just alive.
mm,
And I thrive on that. I love that. I love it when directors um, will take a chance and let me do something that's not already out there. Like that it's a brand new kind of character that I get to
Yeah.
create. That's really fun. But I also like my standard, I play a lot of grandmothers, I play a lot of mothers. Yeah, I've done a lot of TV, especially TV work and film
Mm.
and short films. Recently, there's a short film that is getting lots and lots of awards. It's called Lola
Okay.
and was done by a young director from AFI,
Mm.
and she even won the DGA's Student Director Award.
Mm.
Fantastic.
Wow.
So that, and also I'll be working on a couple more coming up.
Mm.
Um,
Mm. We were going to
so
go into that actually, because you've got a few projects coming up, haven't you? So yeah, it's going to be exciting to talk about. With the voicing, is there any more type of voices that you would like to explore? Have you got voices that, like, because some people can have creative ideas that they haven't managed to record yet.
um, well, there's a pilot that I'm in that they're looking for funding right now, and the it would be fun to do the like either animated or game version of it.
Okay.
It's called Space Pirates,
Okay.
and my character's Ursuline, and it's almost like Ursula, if you
Mm.
ever watched Little Mermaid. And she is really complex. She's the big baddie. She's the leader of the empire.
Mm.
And she's got issues with a ex-husband and an unwanted child and and a whole planet that she has to protect. And I think that her gravitas, I really put her right here because she's in charge of everybody. And I think that would be a really fun character to develop.
Wow. Yeah.
They created a game or an animated movie. I really haven't. I've done small parts of characters like that, but not like a full length type of character. Um, Wakako was probably the most similar, but Ursuline, she has sort of um not completely American because they're aliens, of course, from a different planet.
Yeah.
So I created her with not exactly an American accent, not exactly a European accent, not exactly an Asian accent. She's somewhere like mixed in there,
Mm.
It was really fun to find her
Yeah.
voice. So I'd really like to do that and, do it for more things.
Mm. So I know you mentioned another project, but are you working on anything else at the moment? What can we expect from you?
Well, there is one that just dropped on Netflix, and it's called Barbie and Teresa, A Recipe for Friendship.
Okay.
And I am the director, Melanie, and she's really fun. She's really fun. Let me find a picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, it like they captured my essence of me.
Mm.
Um, I don't know if you can see
Oh, cool.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So
wow. So it's
she's
a
like a
cartoon series kind of thing.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
an animated show,
Oh, wow.
Barbie show, and she's the director, like a Broadway director.
Mm.
So, but even her glasses, I was like, oh my goodness, look at they put her
Exactly like
glasses.
you.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
So is
So,
that
like,
coming to UK Netflix as well?
oh, I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. What series
So
is it called again?
it's Barbie and Teresa, and there's like a subtitle. Let's see if I can find the
That's all right. Exciting things
Barbie.
happening.
What's that?
Exciting things happening then.
Yeah. So Barbie and Teresa, and then it has like colon recipe for friendship. So that's yeah, that's here. I hope you guys get it. And then the on-screen one that I have coming up, which looks really kind of cool, thriller, is Kevin Bacon's project. It's called
Oh
The
wow.
Bondsman.
Yeah.
And there's trailers. You can see the trailers. They're very good. So
Okay.
I'm I'm in the not so I'm not in scary scenes
Okay.
at
Okay.
all or
It's nice to
violent
take a
scenes.
break.
Yeah, I play the mother,
Okay. Oh wow.
his handler. And so, it's sort of her backstory. And so I don't have any, like, I don't get killed or anything.
Okay. That's a good thing.
But the show, like the trailer shows
Yeah.
a lot of him, um, his story. They did drop this so I can talk about it
Yeah.
because it's in the trailer, but he plays a bondsman that goes to hell, and then the devil is like the warden, and they have escapees, and so he has to come back and capture or
Wow.
kill the people that have escaped, the spirits that have escaped from hell. So, and Jolene Purdy plays his handler. She's
Wow.
so funny, very,
Yeah.
very funny, and I play her mother.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Very important. It sounds very exclusive.
So that drops on Amazon Prime April 3rd. And I don't know if they're doing it like weekly or all at once, but
Okay, so it's a series.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in episode 5.
Oh wow. Wow. What
So
was it like meeting Kevin? Did you get to see him?
I didn't get to meet him.
Okay.
So I see him all the time. Like I've seen him hiking
Oh
and
wow. Okay. You're in quite a hot
and
spot in LA
my
then.
name is Ren, and he played Ren in Footloose. And I remember in college, I had a boyfriend that looked like him. I just have always loved Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
And so I thought, oh, yay, I finally get to work with him. And then we were in Georgia, and there were 3 different studios.
Mm.
And he was shooting, they shot 2 episodes at the same time. It was very
Okay.
quick. So he was shooting a different episode on a different studio than
Mm.
where we were shooting. So we were shooting at the studio where they shot The Walking Dead.
Oh wow.
And yeah, so I got to meet Jennifer Nettles who plays his wife, and a couple of the characters that are the ones that he's going to catch. And I had fallen off an electric bike out there and broken my eye socket. So
Ouch.
I'm in the makeup chair having them cover
Wow.
my injury and my bruises while next to me they're getting their bruises put on,
Mm.
scars put on. So
Okay.
it was
That's funny.
quite,
That's you're like quite the opposite of them.
yes.
That's funny. Wow. Wow.
But it was a fun experience.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure.
the show, it's Blumhouse. So of course,
Oh
excellent.
wow. Yeah. Even better.
Yeah,
Nice big
I
payday
love
from
that.
Blumhouse.
I love Blumhouse. I did another project called Unseen with them, and I worked with Jolene in that as well.
Mm.
And that was fun because I played the mother of the main character,
Okay.
and then now they different project. I'm now playing the mother of Jolene, and so yeah,
Wow.
they're great. Shout
Wow.
out for Blumhouse.
Who else do you live nearby then? Are you quite local in the area, to everyone?
Yeah, I'm in Glendale, so
Wow.
I'm in a great spot for recording. A lot of my work is in Burbank, and some of the game work is down um, by the beach, but a lot of like the dubbing work and animation work is either here at Disney or other studios in Burbank.
Mm.
So DreamWorks is right across the train tracks from me. I did a DreamWorks movie, Orion in the Dark. That's a lot of fun.
Wow.
And so I just like had to go across the street,
Mm.
basically. So
Okay.
yeah,
It's
I'm
nice and convenient area to live in.
yeah, it's a good place to live.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, for work, yeah.
Ren Hamani, thank you so much for coming on. It's been amazing talking.